You win.
Yes.
Are you ready to play? You don't know Jack.
I don't know, Jack.
This is a YDKJ movies.
Well,
There's 2 left today.
you've got to start somewhere, Thelma.
Actually, see if they give me a name. Give me a name. Ew.
I gotta fix these.
Player 2, let's show player 1 what a dimwit they are by showing how easy it is to do it the right way. Just type out your name.
What?
This game. Why would Hollywood make a movie?
Nice.
There we go. I can stay on theme.
Can you hand me that staple gun?
Squid fart.
Your buzzer is Q.
Nice.
That's Q like quick.
We get it.
You're in a rush. Fine, let's get
We played like 1 or 2 games of this, right?
At least.
Yeah. That's you.
Ground control to Major God.
I'm sorry, Dave. It's question 1.
2001: A Space Odyssey.
Good film.
Category, ground control to Major God. And you pop a right answer, you got $2,000.
Hi,
Get
Cookie.
your finger out of your ear and listen up. We're going. If David Bowie were to re-record one of his songs, altering the lyrics to describe his role in The Last Temptation of Christ, which of these titles would fit the new tune? John the Baptist, I'm Only Dancing, TV JC15, China Girl, or Pontius Pilate and the Spiders from Mars?
What?
For
Nope.
this
John
one,
played the
no.
Walrus. Or was that Paul?
Okay.
Player 1, it's yours if you want it.
I didn't know David Bowie was also an actor. I thought he was only a musician.
He was in a few
The correct
movies.
answer is
I would have guessed wrong.
David Bowie plays Pontius Pilate in The Last Temptation of Christ. Pontius Pilate, Major Tom the astronaut. I think Bowie's really limited in the roles he plays, don't you?
Okay.
I'm lost.
Your pick,
Good
player
game.
2. How about
Let's do this one.
Wizard of Oz?
T8.
THQ.
And I believe this one's called That's a Horse Dropping of a Different
like
Color.
these references.
Looks like this one's going for $1,000. Remember the horse of a different color from the Wizard of Oz?
Yep.
Well, he's pulled his last coach, and if he can't find some other way to be of use, it's the glue factory. What would the horse of a different color from the Land of Oz have to do if he wanted to be hired as the logo for TriStar Pictures? Player 2, grab it. The TriStar logo is Pegasus, the winged horsey.
Ooh.
Yes.
Think of
Not out of
TriStar
the
as
hole
some
yet.
billionaire Japanese
So I'm
movie
still winning.
executive's version
Yeah.
of My Little Pony.
Doesn't TriStar have
Your turn,
other
player 2. What's it gonna
logos?
I don't know.
Don't they have the blindfolded lady?
Chew on this.
Or
One
something? I
man's
don't know.
vandalism is another man's art. You get this one right, and it's $3,000.
Columbia.
Say, did you ever put your initials in
the
fresh
aliens.
cement? Well, it's a good thing the folks in Hollywood are more mature than that. If the first stars to leave their mark in the cement in front of Grauman's Chinese Theater had done so in a less than mature fashion, what might tourists be reading today? Judy Garland and Mickey Rooney forever? Doug Fairbanks loves Mary Pickford? Roy Rogers plus Dale Evans equals Trigger? Or for a good time, call Laurel and Harvey.
Who are the first 2 names on the Walk of Fame?
I don't know.
Say, kids, let's put on a right answer.
No.
My uncle's got a barn, and I can make the costumes.
I don't think so.
Not today, thanks. Sorry.
Darn it.
Player. Oh, Douglas Fairbanks and Mary Pickford were the first stars memorialized on the sidewalk.
I guessed.
This is the next
Mothers
answer
in
in
the
the row.
ceremony interrupted to remind everyone not to step on any cracks. Player 1, ante up.
Go on, Squidford.
Calvin Klein. Clockwork Orange.
Oh, I love Clockwork Orange.
This might be the question for you.
Let's give a nice warm welcome to A Clockwork Calvin Klein. 2 G's if you get this one right. Let's see how you handle this one. Hey, the latest fashion news is in. The druggy look is out and the droogie look from A Clockwork Orange is in. What are the kids wearing these days? Robes, long beards, and amulets, weightlifting belts, and muscle. Player 2, it's you. In A Clockwork Orange, the ultra-violent droogs wear fancy hats, white cod pieces, and the occasional false eyelash.
Good job. Still not out of the hole.
Nope. A little bit of trivia though is that when he had his eyes held open, it actually slipped and cut his eye open.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Fancy cod pieces to protect us either. We used carpet samples fashioned into a cup.
Okay.
Sure, it itched, but you know, we
Can we
wore
do the next
carpet
question,
samples.
please?
Apparently.
Category time.
It's
you.
Player 2, it's your call.
Old Italian man. It's alive!
This one's called An Old Italian Man Sells Out. And we're talking 2,000 for this baby.
I like the
Grease
font they're
yourself up and
Yeah,
get ready to
it's
wrestle.
a lot more pleasant.
Based on its well-known ad campaign, which of these products would most likely use the character Alfredo's montage from the end of Cinema Paradiso in a commercial? Oreo, Big Red, Pepto-Bismol, or Ragu?
Good question.
I'm just gonna
Player
throw it out there.
Oh, I get it. Ragu's, that's Italian, and
Yeah.
Cinema Paradiso is an
Yeah.
Italian film. Very clever. Hope
Exactly.
you're proud of
Nope.
yourself.
Okay.
Player 1. Pepto-Bismol. No, and I don't know that indigestion is really
Is
been
it Big
treated
Red?
thoroughly enough
It
to
was
warrant an entire film montage.
No.
Here's what you should have picked.
Yep.
Big
Big Red.
Red's ad campaign encourages couples to kiss a little longer, and Alfredo's film montage at the end of Cinema Paradiso consists
very well known if I
entirely
don't
of
know it.
smooching couples from different movies. Yeah, I hear that Alfredo made another film montage for private use. I think maybe
Ew.
Trojan and Kleenex would be interested.
Ew.
That's
I
you.
wonder what player 2's gonna pick.
This one.
She was built like an interstate cloverleaf, made for speed with all the right curves. All I could think of was 6.
Well, what do we have here? Missing the bus.
Gross.
How does $2,000
funny.
sound? Heads up, here it comes.
Sexism.
Let's say that after watching the documentary Brothers Keeper, TV's Shirley Partridge is inspired to do something different with the family bus. What will she most likely do? Drive it across the desert, paint it motley, drive under 50 miles per hour, or raise chickens in it? Player 1, hit it. Brothers Keeper is a documentary about farmers in central New York whose animals live in more luxury than they do, including the chickens living in an old school bus. Maybe the
I am not
chickens
privy
can
to
sing
this
backup
information.
along with the kids. What?
Neatorama.
They didn't sing?
I know. There's an article on
They looked like they were singing.
fancy
Grace, you
chickens
sound
in
like
the-
she was so into
in
it back
California
then. Oh, man.
that people are raising for some reason, and they have like these $1 million houses for them.
Chickens suck.
Player 1,
Yeah.
your choice.
Oh,
What are
I'm
we
a squid
doing?
fart, aren't I?
Yeah. Sometimes it do be like that though.
Ooh. I like that font
I
too.
proudly present A Band Apart. $3,000 on the table for this one. Hey, music fans, did you know the band 10,000 Maniacs based its name on the title of a cult film? In order to have the same number of maniacs as in the cult movie's title, however, how many maniacs would have to leave the band? 5,000, 8,000, 9,000, or 9,999?
What?
All your 9,999. The only maniac here, my friend, is you. Player
All
2,
right.
it's yours if you want it.
I don't have any clue. I'm stumped.
Let's see what a correct
9,000.
answer looks like. The movie is
8,000.
2,000 Maniacs, so 8,000 Maniacs would have to hit the road. But I'm sure anyone would have to be a maniac to leave that band, right, Natalie?
Okay.
You have
You.
the honors, Player 2.
Radioactive
Uh-oh,
confessions.
French cutlets prime sure.
Ooh. French cut. I like that. That's good.
Take a look at your gibberish category. Radioactive confessions.
Superman.
How about $5,000 to start this gibberish question? All right, as soon as you know the answer, buzz in, because I'm taking away some cash every second and a half. Ready? Then tell me, what song title does this rhyme with?
Oh, song title.
I love the... Player one, it's all you. Type in your answer and hit
I didn't mean to
return.
buzz in. Oh, ho, 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 ho,
And you
ho.
know, Rocky, I think
got
some
it.
tiger
Good lord.
stripes, like in your hair, would just be fabulous as well. Now, let me see this.
Nice.
Hmm.
Let's have a category.
That's me, isn't
Player
it?
one.
3.
They said it was indestructible. Then disaster struck.
Michael Bay.
This
Titanic
category is known
remake.
as Great Balls of Fire and the Theory of Relativity.
Goodness
And you pocket
gracious, great
2,000
balls of
bucks if you
fire.
get this one. Pull out your antenna and get ready to buzz. In the movie Great Balls of Fire, we see Dennis Quaid's character get his first big break in the music business. If he wants to celebrate with his cousin and his wife, whom will he take to dinner? Meg Ryan and Winona Ryder, Ellen Barkin and Winona Ryder, Julia Roberts and Winona Ryder, or Winona Ryder?
Is Dennis Quaid related to any of those people?
I don't
His
know.
wife?
How do you say, no?
Okay.
Player one, you can
I guess
take it.
4.
In Great Balls of Fire, Dennis Quaid plays Jerry Lee Lewis, who married his 13-year-old cousin,
Okay.
which I personally think is a pretty disgusting thing to do just to avoid buying 2 Christmas presents.
So his character wasn't married then?
Was
Or
married
the,
to
the
his
person wasn't on the
Player
list.
one, give me category.
1.
No, she counted as both his cousin and wife.
Coming at you, you're
Oh,
only as good as
yes.
your last picture. This one's worth $1,000. You know how a picture is supposed to be worth 1,000 words?
not.
Well, taking his famous nickname, the man of 1,000 faces, literally, whose driver's license would be worth 1,000,000 words? Ronald Reagan, Charlie Chaplin, Lon Chaney Jr., or Humphrey Bogart?
Is it Charlie Chaplin?
Bogart?
Should have picked this.
Oh, nope.
Lon
Who the
Chaney's
hell?
driver's license would be
Hmm.
worth 1,000,000 words because he would have 1,000 pictures on it. And of course, every last one of them makes him look fat. That's it for round one. Let's go to round two.
Halfway.
Start off one screw apiece. Let me
Only a
pull some
difference
out
of
your-
12,750.
I'm better than
here you
doubling
go.
you. Come on, man. You can get caught up.
Let's see some screwing this time. You never used him in round one. Boring. To screw your neighbor and make them answer the question.
Okay, we get it. Thank you. This
Please
game's hard
leave.
enough already.
Player
That's
two, give me some.
Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you.
The category is Doctor, Doctor, gimme the news. You get 4,000 clams for this one. Ready? Then
But I want
check out
dollars,
this
not clams.
doctor's report. Patient arrived shoeless in undershirt with bullet wound, broken glass in left foot, Christmas packing tape on his back. Which movie's action hero is the patient? Lethal Weapon 2, Die Hard, Time Cop, or Stop or My Mom Will Shoot? Player 2. In Die Hard,
Damn
Bruce
it.
Willis wears an undershirt.
Because it's
Shot
technically a
the
Christmas
arm and
movie.
runs barefoot
Yeah.
on shards of broken glass.
Who was I?
Sure.
What
you
show
can
was it?
foil
They were
terrorists and
actually talking
destroy
about that.
buildings, but do you have medical insurance?
I don't know, American Dad.
Oh my god, no. I don't think so.
Category
Oh, it's one
of the
one.
podcasts I
Player
listen to.
2, it's your call.
Did someone order a 12-inch sausage?
Oh my.
Okay.
Let's see what we got going. Gandhi's House of Pancakes.
Oh my God.
I'm sending over 4,000 dead presidents if you get this one.
And then Gandhi's
okay,
gonna send the
imagine
nukes.
this. On the set of Gandhi,
Uh-huh.
the caterers are busy making tuna fish sandwiches for each and every actor and actress. If all of the extras in Gandhi became inspired and went on a one-meal hunger strike, which of these would be the correct number of unused food items? 2.5 salads, 250 fruit cups, 25,000 burgers, or 250,000 bags of potato chips?
How many extras were in the movie Gandhi?
You'd think 250, but that's what they want you to guess.
Bet you wish you'd picked this. There were approximately
Wow.
250,000 extras
Were they paid?
used for Gandhi. And when they weren't invited to the premiere, they all set themselves on
Or were they
fire.
volunteers?
Probably volunteers.
Player
That's
two,
you.
take your pick.
Itsy bitsy teeny.
The Twilight Zone.
The selection is itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot mouse ears. $6,000 on the table. Better make it good. Hey, is it true that you used to party with Annette Funicello? No? Well,
True.
then imagine this. If Annette Funicello were to invite you to a theme party based on one of her beach party movies, which of these costumes could you wear? A spacesuit, a toga, an invisible bikini, or pajamas?
Is she the Invisible Woman? Three.
Invisible bikini. I tell ya, I've been looking for that invisible bikini in that Funicello movie for years. I just don't think it exists. Balls in your court, player two.
I don't understand the question then.
No.
Okay.
What do you got, sand in your
Spacesuit.
shorts? Annette Funicello is featured in Beach Party, Muscle Beach Party, and Pajama Party. Gee, you know,
What?
I don't
I give
wear
up.
pajamas. Did she ever film Boxers I've
Okay.
been wearing all week party?
A lot of these are so obscure.
Not for the 90s.
Your pick, player two. How about it?
Still, for the 90s, it's pretty obscure.
I'm sure your parents would be good at this game.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Say hello to
No.
the Forbidden Dance, or this ain't no lambada, and it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Here's a question for all you erotic movie fans. Considering what Marlon Brando and Maria Schneider use in their celebrated sex scene in Last Tango in Paris, what might they be able to do immediately after intercourse? Swat flies, chop a block of ice, butter some popcorn, or get zestfully clean?
Three.
The lovers in Last Tango use a stick of butter as a lubricant.
Oh,
When the
no,
movie came
don't
out,
use
it was a pretty
that.
Big deal.
No.
It was after
Ouchie.
the release of Last Tango.
Don't use
that
anything
Peter
oily.
switched to that imitation butter flavored stuff.
No.
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 Player one.
Bothered over there?
In the deepest
More than anything.
reaches of the Congo lies question 15.
Ooh.
Now showing cold and slimy actors. 2 G's if you get this one right. All right, imagine this. Upon entering your favorite seafood restaurant, you see Don Knotts swimming in a large aquarium near the kitchen. Which special will probably be on the menu that evening? Blackened Charlie tuna, fillet of Mr. Limpet, grilled flipper, or steamed Mr. Peabody?
What movie's Don Knotts in?
Play-
No, not Flipper.
Make your move, player two.
I'm just
You
gonna...
must be thinking of Mr. Peabody and the Mermaid. I'm
Charlie
not sure
Tuna.
why. It would have been so beautiful if you'd only picked this.
Nope.
Don Knotts turns into a fish in The Incredible Mr. Limpet. Boy, what I
Never
would
heard of
do
it.
for some melted butter now. Hey, maybe there's some left over from Last Tango in Paris.
Don't use
Oh.
butter. Nothing
Your
really.
turn, player two. What's it gonna be?
He's a
All right, player
blockbuster.
two. Player one, please exit the ride. Player
Uh-oh.
two, strap on your seatbelt.
No.
and
Dis
get
or
ready to
dat?
play Dis
No.
or Dat.
No, please.
It's your turn now.
It will be painful.
Dis or Dat's
Suffer.
category name is...
I'm going to.
He's a blockbuster. Listen up. I'm going to read 7 movie titles, and for each one, you need to tell me if it's a John Grisham story or a Stephen King
Aw,
story.
come on.
Ooh.
As each one comes up, if it's Grisham, press 1.
Okay,
If it's King,
okay.
press 2. And to skip, press 4. Each correct answer will
That's not
get
even
you
fair.
$1,000, but 1,000 off for each one you miss or any that you just
Alright,
don't get
this,
to.
this might work for me. Who knows?
Okay, give me 30 seconds on the clock. Let's do it. The Shining, Grisham. The Client.
Come on.
The Firm. The Chamber. The Dead Zone.
King.
The Running Man.
King.
Frick.
Last one, The Pellet.
Oh well.
That's how she wrote. Lost 2 of them, but at least you got
Dead
the
Zone's one of my
majority.
favorite
Let's look at your
TV
total
shows.
Score.
The movie's not so good.
Yeah, you need 3
Yay,
more
only
categories
negative
if they-
$7,000. Yay.
Yay. You're doing it.
I only have to
Player
pay
one,
that
tell me what's
much?
that.
I'm sure it's tax deductible.
Here
Our
we
game show
have,
winnings
can I
tax
speak to the
deductible.
ape who's
Yeah.
in charge? 4,000 big ones for a right
You know, if you
answer
pay them,
here.
it's a
Flex
donation.
those fingers, because here it comes. Say the world of cartoon ape Magilla Gorilla were set up according to the social structure on the planet of the apes. Because he's a gorilla, what job would he most likely have? The gorillas made up the military class. I think Magilla might command more respect from his troops if he loses that
You look
bow tie.
very worried.
Goofy smile.
How did he know that so fast?
Damn dirty apes.
Because I knew who Grape Ape was. I knew Magilla Gorilla. Like, oh my god. I actually know the answer.
Question 18.
Because I've
On a
seen
student by
Planet of
day,
the Apes 1 and 2.
stripper by
The
night.
classic ones. With Dr. Zayas.
Okay,
I
give
only
it up
watched
for pulling a
one, I
train.
think,
Hello,
on
we're
the
talking
recent
6
ones.
grand, so
Ugh,
pay attention.
those don't
Now
count.
Step up and take a swing at this one. Imagine you're playing a Murder on the Orient Express edition of the board game Clue. What is the correct choice for murderer, location, and weapon? Mr. Green in the kitchen with a wrench, Miss Scarlet in a mansion with fire, Mr. Pink in the reservoir with a gun, or everyone in the bedroom with a knife? In Murder on the Orient Express, Hercule Poirot discovers that all of the suspects have killed the victim in his bedroom by stabbing him.
See,
How would
only
they-
other
That was
location
a
besides
bitch getting
kitchen.
all the cards stuffed into that one little confidential envelope.
Because it's on a train.
I wonder what player two's gonna
I didn't understand the question then.
Yeah.
It's Godzilla.
All right, here's the deal.
Godzilla.
What's trickling down the lens? Oh, let's just make this
It's more
one
butter.
$6,000.
It's just
Fire up
all
those
butter.
frontal lobes. Here's the question. Imagine President Ronald Dutch Reagan decides that from now on he'd like to spend his life in a Dutch angle. What does this mean? Only his top half will be visible. People must approach him from below. We'll be looking down at the top of his head. A Dutch angle is tilted off the normal horizontal and vertical planes.
I actually knew that answer.
Now see, I always thought Ron walked at an angle because of Nancy's superior gravitational
Also known as
pull.
being jaunty with the camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
Player one.
I should probably read those.
For your enjoyment, the last shall be burned at the stake. And we're talking 2,000 for this baby. Strap on your helmet, we're going in. If the last guy to star in a big screen version of Last of the Mohicans were watching the last picture shown in the last picture show, what would you have? Liam Neeson watching Nell, Mel Gibson watching Rob Roy, Daniel Day-Lewis watching Red River, or Gabriel Byrne watching Fort Apache?
Who, what is any of that? What? Are you gonna make me buzz
Nobody
in?
wants it? Come on, player one.
Yeah,
you're
oh, come on.
ahead of the
Come on.
list. Player one, hit it.
I don't know what either of those things are.
Daniel Day-Lewis starred in the most recent version of Last of the
Oh.
Mohicans, and Red River was the last picture shown in the last picture show.
What a guess. Screw you, game.
Daniel's left
Screw you.
like mine. The last empty seat will be right in front of him.
Eat
and
it.
The guy with the big headdress
Right.
will sit there right before the movie starts.
I did it. Can't believe I guessed.
Let's have a category, player one.
We need to
Squid
document
florts.
this. Last one. Last one. Game over.
You burnt it.
Yeah.
Gotta start over.
Time for the attack. When you see two words that match, hit your buzzer. You get it right,
Do you know how to
you
play
get
this?
2,000.
I
think I know how to play
I
this.
might know.
Oh, so you know how this movie ends, huh?
Yes.
Well, then let's
Gonna
fade to
spoil it.
black. Here's your category. We need to document this. Oh, we'll see about
How do these documentaries
that.
end?
Good luck.
I can't even.
The game glitched and that one just.
That was the
scrolled by.
answer too. I don't like the blue on black.
I'd assume Paris burned.
Oh. Oh, come on. I can't even read them fast enough to...
I don't know if I understand the question now. Are they asking who's the lead?
I don't know.
Like, who are these? Are these names of movies?
Okay.
You got one. What's your secret?
Guessing.
Oh. Who's the documentary about?
Oh, frick off.
Your mom. Drug cows. That was it.
Oh, that was hard.
Player one, try hitting the buzzer next time. Where the hell were you?
Still crushed it. At least
You
you're out of
didn't
the
want
hole.
to do any
dozens of
wrong
people
answers
come
there.
through here and post solid wins at this game, but none of them did it like you. They impressed me, and they're all here to
Hit.
say,
Hit.
Nice one, people.
Wanna play any of these
what's the
over
word?
again?
Are we doing another one?
We'll see.
Okay.
Check out the names on the high scoreboard. Hey, I wonder if it had anything to do with the fact that the board was totally empty to begin with.
Nope.
When you're done patting yourselves on the
Bye-bye.
back, let me know if you want to play again.
We don't want to play again. Bye.